Hello everyone, Lexens here, your coach of the Cloning Galates, and today I'm here for my Week 4 battle for the PCL Season 2 versus the Miami Malamarlins, coached by Tone, and his draft consists of Clefable, Nihilego, Porygon Z, Crobat, Seismitoad, Vikavolt with Z moves, Aegislash, Hydreigon with Z moves, Reuniclus, Blossom, and Mega Galate. Now, of those, he brought Crobat, Hydreigon, Aegislash, Clefable, Reuniclus, and Seismitoad. And I brought Choice Specs Magnezone. I brought Baton Pass Lopunny. I brought Spadef Gligar, Fizdef Druddigon with Rocks and Gligars with Defog. We brought Nasty Plot Darkrai so we can, get some speed on that boy and then Nasty Plot up and kill his entire team. And then we have a Baton Pass, Poison Z, Poison Jab, Scolipede as well, also with Earthquake, and Protect to get the guaranteed speed boost. So, let's get this started. So, first off, looking at this team, I saw he had no switch-in to... Okay. I didn't know why it was taking that long, but... I just can't count, apparently. Right off the bat, I didn't see a switch into Magnezone because Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Volt Switch, HP Grass covers his entire team at this point in the match still. Oh, if it's going to cover his team now, it's going to cover his team the entire match. Okay. And if he wasn't Spadef Seismitoad, he wouldn't like to take Flash Cannons either, so I just clicked Flash Cannon turn 1 because non-defensive Crobat sets would not be able to take that. And this does half, because it's a crit, so we get a crit turn 1, which is unfortunate for Tone. But I just switch out here. I go into 6 foot, my Druddigon, and he just straight up clicks Earthquake on the Magnezone with his Seismitoad, and here we reveal to be leftovers. He reveals not to be leftovers, and he goes for the Stealth Rock. I actually opted to go for the Glare here, seeing as Glare was safe against his entire team. And I decided, well, I might as well guarantee that the Seismitoad is slower than my Magnezone for future, just for in the future. And then I set up my Stealth Rock, because Stealth Rocks are nice. He goes for the Scald here, tries to burn my Druddigon, which is not very nice, to be honest. Why? I get more leftovers recovery, and I just clicked Dragon Claw here. There wasn't really a reason for me to predict him going into the Clefable. Actually pop his Berry here, which is very nice for me, as he has no more recovery on this Seismitoad from here on out. Now he does get some unfortunate para hacks here, which will happen quite a bit in this battle. And here I predicted him to switch out because I didn't think he'd want to risk more damage onto Seismitoad. So I actually opted to go for the Glare here, thinking he's gonna switch out. I don't know what into. If he goes into Aegislash, predicting like a boy's move for the Clefable, then I'm screwed either way. I didn't think he'd make a play like that, but Glare was just the safest play. And this gets me in my Magnezone for free, as Ayala goes for the Moonblast here, which actually did quite a hefty chunk to Magnezone. I was like, okay, this thing has some special attack, or it's Life or Magic Guard or something. Well, it's obviously Magic Guard, cause don't mind me, but it did have some offensive potential, so I did keep that in my mind. And here I go out into Sahara, my Spadef Gligar, because Scald would not do enough, and I would like to get these rocks from the field before I send in Scolipede or anything else. So I go for the Defog here. He actually goes for the Scald here, which does do more than half because it's a crit. So I just straight up roost here. There's no reason for me not to. He cannot deal like more damage than he just did. He did exactly 50% if I were full. He just goes for the Stealth Rock here, and I opt to go for the Defog again, wanting to keep the rocks off of my field. And here he gets paralyzed once again. I do feel really bad, because his Seismitoad and Clefable got para-haxed a lot in this game. But here I opt to go out into Scolipede thinking, hey, this Seismitoad will probably try and get rocks up now. So let's just, do our thing. I click Protect thinking I'll get the speed boost, which doesn't happen. So I click Protect here, guaranteeing me outspeeding a Crobat, because if he was, let's say, if he was some type of weird, like Max V Crobat for my team, or like Choice Scarf Crobat to outspeed Megalob, I want to ensure that I outspeed it. But here I decided, wait, Crobat can't do anything against Area 51, or because unless he has Heat Wave, but he also has Brave Bird, so I decided to go into Area 51. It does just about nothing, and here we have a +2 Specs Magnezone on the field. Now, again, as it's my safest play, as it guarantees damage onto everything, I decide, oh no wait, I'm stupid, I click Volt Switch here. I should just click Flash Cannon there, honestly. But here we go back into Scolipede, and Seismitoad does get its rocks up this time, so here he withdraws Seismitoad once again and goes back out into the Crobat as we Baton Pass straight up without a boost just to get the momentum. We go into 6 foot, our boy, the Druddigon. Thinking, okay, I want these rocks up. He actually goes for the taunt, however. I don't remember if I went for Glare or for Stealth Rock. I went for Stealth Rock. Okay. I believe I just go back out into Magnezone. No, I go for the Toxic. Okay. Then I went for the. Okay, I don't remember making this play, but looking back at it, that was really stupid. But hey, at least I reveal here that he's Black Sludge for myself, so that's I guess something. But I just kind of let my Druddigon get toxic, while I could have just gone out into Magnezone. So here we should go back out into our Magnezone because it's quite free. We take a bit of Stealth Rock damage. He goes for the Brave Bird, does the same amount, so just about nothing. And I'm pretty sure that this time we just kind of click Flash Cannon again. He goes on to Seismitoad. I click Flash Cannon. It does quite a bit. He dies. And that was the end of the Seismitoad. Now here he goes into Anankos, which is his Hydreigon. And I was like, okay, it's a Hydreigon. I'll just go into my Spadef Gligar. This shouldn't be a problem. As he goes for the superpower. I'm like, okay. That's a physical Hydreigon. So, now we're in this debacle where we have a physical Hydreigon, which I was honestly not expecting. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, okay, was that Choice Bandit? Was that Choice Scarfed? What was that? I just go for the defog here and end up roosting because I'm Spadef Gligar, dude. Like, what's Clefable gonna do to me? As he Moonblasts, which actually deals quite a bit of damage, and I'm like, oh fuck, time to not. So we switch out with U-turn, and we switch back out into Area 51, which is the Magnezone, of course, and the unluck happens again for Tone, and he gets paralyzed again. Here he goes out into his Anankos, which is the Hydreigon. I click Volt Switch here, thinking it's free on everything, and it's obviously going to switch out. So I decide, okay, let's see if he's Scarf. I'll go out into my Lopunny, and I'll switch back out to bait the Scarf. If he stays in, he's Scarf. If he doesn't, then he's not Scarf. But here he clicks a U-turn, and I'm like, okay, so he's definitely Scarf. Right? Here he goes out into the Crobat, which honestly isn't that big a threat to me anymore. I just click Protect, and knowing that he won't outspeed me at +1, cause the Scolipede was made to outspeed Crobat after it was a +1. I decide to just Baton Pass this onto. I don't remember if I Baton Pass onto the Magnezone or Darkrai or onto the Magnezone. Okay. As he clicks Brave Bird here, which again deals 15 points of damage. I think it dealt 15 every turn that he used it. So that's actually quite cool. So he actually withdraws his Crobat as he gets back in his Hydreigon, and we just click Volt Switch here. And me thinking, hey, you know, I took that superpower quite well, you know. We'll just go back to the Gligar here. He goes for the U-turn. I'm pretty sure I go for the Roost here. Or I go for a U-turn of my own. It's probably a U-turn of my own, yep. As he sends out the Crobat, and I just kind of get out my Magnezone again. Like, looking back at it, I could have very easily just send out Scolipede, click Protect, had +1 speed, Baton Pass into Darkrai. Actually, no, because then Brave Bird ×2 would probably kill me. Here actually deals 16 damage, which is a surprise. It's more damage, you know. And I just click Volt Switch here as he lets his Crobat die. So now we got a free switch. I decide to go into Darkrai, basically forcing him out into the Hydreigon, which, wait, did I? Yeah, wait, yes. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I can just go into Scolipede, I can Baton Pass, you know. Well, no, I went to Scolipede thinking he would go for the superpower, but he actually goes for the Outrage, and I was like, wait, that did a lot of damage. So I don't think he's Scarf, I think he's Banded, because that would only usually do that much if he's Banded, right? Well, turns out I was completely wrong, he is Scarf. And I don't know what I did with my calc to fuck that up, but I fucked it up. So he goes for the Outrage once again, which deals a chunk to Sahara, but not too much. So we just kind of roost that off. And now we're back at a comfortable health pool. Or back at a comfortable amount of health, and we just kind of U-turn out here, or we roost in case of another Outrage. I think that's why I roosted. I think so. We U-turn here, and I'm pretty sure we go out into the Darkrai. Here he actually goes for the Flash Cannon, I'm pretty sure. And again, looking back, I don't know why I went into Darkrai, honestly. Like, there wasn't really a reason for me to go into Darkrai. I could just stayed and clicked Earthquake. I guess, like, maybe it was for in case he would Sword Stance up on me, like, using it. But it's whatever. I click Dark Pulse here. And I get a crit onto his Hydreigon, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't have killed otherwise. But I don't think that would have really mattered, because I would have just gone out into Gligar, which is at good health. It would have taken 2 Outrages and then just roosted up. Here I just decide to go for Dark Pulse once again, just guaranteeing damage on the Aegislash, which will allow my Magnezone to basically kill it now. Well, yeah, just to straight up kill it. Shingetsu dies here. And I'm pretty sure I just go out into the Magnezone and click Volt Switch, because at this range, Volt Switch should... Or did I click Thunderbolt? I don't remember. I clicked either or, because he had no switch-ins to it anymore. Like, no switch-in that would be willing to take it. So, I just clicked Thunderbolt here. And I was like, wait a second. If he's like max, he will take this. So I click Thunderbolt here. He does actually take it. And goes for the Flash Cannon, which deals 22 health points to me, leaving me at 22. And at this point, Shadow Sneak will kill. So I decided, yeah, nope, I'm not letting this boy die right here. He can still put in work. He can still dent the Reuniclus. He can still kill the Clefairy in one hit with Flash Cannon. And thus I go into my Mega Lopunny. So he withdraws Gilgamesh, as I'm pretty sure I just kind of return here. Well, I Mega Evolve first, of course. Oh no, I was thinking of the wrong oh wait, yeah, never mind. This was Sub Power Punch, cause Speed Pass. So I just go for the return here. I deal quite a bit to the Reuniclus. I get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, which was a good bring from Tone's part. Solid bring. And my substitute fades. I get one more hit off. So now the Reuniclus is also in Volt Switch range for the Magnezone. Nico unfortunately dies, but now we get to bring out our Magnezone here, and we just click Volt Switch and guarantee to kill. Or we click Flash Cannon. Wait, I remember. I clicked Flash Cannon wanting the Aegislash and not the Clefable to come out, because if the Clefable were to come out, then he could possibly still beat me, because I would have to sack my Druddigon to get a safe switch back into Magnezone. If it was like Cosmic Power or Calm Mind, I wouldn't have been able to kill it properly. That was it. So he Flash Cannons me. I take that like a boss, because I have a Gligar. Look at him. And I just decide to click Earthquake here, guaranteeing the kill on the Aegislash. Aegislash dies here. And all he has left is the Clefable, for which I decide, okay, I'm gonna just switch in my Druddigon. I'll sack that. Magnezone can Oko this with Flash Cannon, so we'll just do that. We send out the 6 feet, or 6 foot, I mean. His Areola gets paralyzed, which honestly that was just BMF the game. Like, the game just kind of BM toned there, which I got the gun shot here, which was just in case he was like Babiri Berry or some shit, you know. Eclipse Moonblast. 6 foot dies, and we just send out our Magnezone and pick up our last KO, which wins us the game. Now, good game to Tone. There was a lot of hacks involved in this game, to be honest, which, like, yeah, it's a W, but, like, half of the kills were secured by hacks, which is kinda you know. Like, it feels better to have a kill that was completely hacksless. Like, the Seismitoad, yeah, it got hacks turn 1 with the crit flash cannon, but did it matter? I don't think it did. It would have been able to switch in like once or twice more on the Magnezone, but still, it made it easier, which it shouldn't have. In the crit on the Hydreigon, I probably could have switched into the Gligar, taken 2 hits, roosted, just done that for a few turns. But is that what should have happened? But did the Darkrai kill make it faster and easier for me? Yes. And the glare paralyses, the glare were mainly to like slow his mons. But I mean, if you're using Thunder Wave and glare, you're also kind of hoping for the paras as well. Like, it's when people use Discharge over Thunderbolt. Like, yeah, you have a slightly higher chance to get parried, and you're not just doing that for, because yeah, it's only a 25% chance, but it's really nice to get that because it gives you a free turn basically. And it was very frustrating for Tone, I can imagine, to play into this, and I do apologize for that. But he's still the number 1 in our division, so I'm sure he'll bounce back. For the rest, good game. Check him out. I'll put him in the description below. I'll put like all the socials in the description below. I'll actually link the fan Discord in the description below this time as well, because I've forgotten to do that. As usual, the music will be in the description below, yada yada yada. Next week we fight Austin, the commissioner of the PCL, and I'm actually very excited for that battle. So I'll see you guys next time when we beat up this commish. Hopefully. We'll have to see.